We all know the old adage, at least you have your health. It might sound like an empty platitude, but it's true. You never know how important your health is until you lose it. But falling sick or breaking a bone impacts more than just your physical health. It can leave you financially vulnerable too. It's especially scary if you're like me, a digital nomad constantly bouncing around the place. Don't worry, I've got you covered. In this video, I'll be showing you, my fellow backpackers, why you should be setting up a health savings account as soon as you can to keep yourself safe should the worst come to pass. I'll also show you how an HSA dwarfs the alternative, the flexible spending account, in pretty much every way, especially for nomads. Let's get into it. Reason 1. Triple tax advantages. What's the thing all freelancers and digital nomads hate the most? You got it, taxes. Imagine a financial strategy that not only safeguards your health, but also supercharges your wealth. Enter HSAs and their game-changing feature, triple tax advantages. This financial powerhouse operates on a threefold tax-saving mechanism, creating a win-win scenario for savvy account holders. So, how does it work? First, when you contribute to your HSA, it's like giving your wallet a tax break. The money you put into your HSA is tax deductible, meaning it lowers your taxable income for the year. It's a direct reduction in the amount the taxman considers when figuring out how much you owe. When you spend money from your HSA on medical expenses, that money also avoids tax. Finally, as your HSA balance grows over time, that growth is shielded from the taxman too. Unlike a regular savings account where you might owe taxes on interest, the growth within your HSA is tax-free. That means every dollar earned is a dollar that stays in your pocket, working for you, not the government. But here's the real game changer. When you use your HSA funds for qualified medical expenses, you're withdrawing tax-free money. That's right, no taxes on the money you take out to pay for things like doctor visits, prescriptions, or other eligible health expenses. Best of all, this applies to the growth your savings experience in the HSA fund. If you put in $1,000 and see it grow to $5,000 later on, you don't pay a cent if you need to pay for a $5,000 surgery. It's like having a financial superhero that fights off taxes at every stage of the game, putting more money back in your hands. When it comes to a flexible spending account, or FSA, the money you put in isn't taxed either, but nor is it tax deductible, meaning you can't take the money out of your total profits for that year, as is the case for an HSA. Reason 2. Contribution flexibility. Let's talk about flexibility, something everyone loves, especially when it comes to managing your hard-earned money. You'll be pleased to know that HSAs are pretty much as flexible as they come in terms of flexibility. HSAs let you roll over your contributions from year to year. What does that mean for you? It means your money doesn't vanish at the stroke of midnight on New Year's Eve. It stays with you, growing and building over time. This isn't the case for FSAs. These accounts have a strict use it or lose it rule, meaning you have to use the money in the account by the end of the year, or it'll be returned to the employer. The IRS only lets you carry over a measly $610 to the following tax year. You can forget about saving up for hard times, it seems. HSAs are like a financial gym for your healthcare dollars, letting you bulk up your savings for future medical expenses. Whether you're planning for a rainy day or strategizing for retirement, the freedom to accumulate and carry forward your contributions lets you take control of your financial health journey. This flexibility extends beyond just the calendar. With HSAs, you decide how much to contribute, adjusting based on your needs and financial situation. No more rigid constraints or worries about losing unused funds. Don't forget, if you have a traditional employee-employer structure at your work, you can take advantage of the employer contribution system for an HSA, too. This means your employer can match your contributions up to a certain amount. If your employer offers to match your contributions up to $1,000. You'd only have to contribute $1,000 yourself to reach $2,000 in total. Anything after that would be your own money, but it's still handy to have the option. Of course, this varies from employer to employer. Some only offer around 50 cents for every dollar you put in, for example. HSAs align with your life, giving you the freedom to plan, save, and build a substantial healthcare nest egg. In a world where financial plans often feel like one-size-fits-all, HSA contribution flexibility stands out as a tailor-made solution, putting you in the driver's seat of your financial health. Reason 3. Investment opportunities. If these two reasons didn't sound convincing enough already, HSAs are also a savvy investment strategy. HSAs offer something that their FSA counterpart can only dream of: investment opportunities. It sounds a bit crazy, investing through a healthcare plan. With HSAs, your money isn't confined to idly sitting in a savings account. It can work for you on the stock market, mutual funds, or other investment options. A lot of employers will also let you semi-self-direct, meaning you get partial control of where your health plan funds are invested. Contributions are sometimes made to an alternative bank that allows for HSA matching. Then you can take that money out and put it into a separate brokerage that lets you buy specific stocks like Tesla, Microsoft, or anything that you want. The catch is that the vast majority of employers only partner with big institutions that are considered more safe, so volatile options like crypto are off the table for now. When that long-awaited crypto ETF does open up, then you might have the option to do so after all. If that time comes soon, why not try your hand at crypto and really see your savings skyrocket? But I'll cover that in another video on self-directed HSAs some other time. This is the real deal breaker when it comes to the differences between an HSA and an FSA for backpackers. We all want to retire early and focus on ourselves, so setting up passive income streams is essential. You want to maximize the returns you get from every asset you have, including your health plans. Again, the return on investment you receive from your HSA investments are tax-free, so you're growing your money, protecting yourself in the case of an emergency, and avoiding the tax man all at once. If you want to be crafty with your HSA savings, you can choose to max out the contribution limits every year for a long period of time, say 15 years, but never take money out of the account for specific medical expenses. Then, later down the road, when that money has grown, you file a full list of deductions for all the medical payments you've had to make over 15 years. Obviously, it requires you to keep a close track of every bill you've received from the doctor, but it's a good way of squeezing everything you can out of your savings. So while FSAs remain confined to their simple savings structure, HSAs elevate your financial game by opening the door to a world of investment possibilities. Reason 4: contribution limits. This next reason is sure to get your attention. When it comes to any investment account or health plan, the first thing you'll likely be looking at is how much you can contribute every year. This is where HSAs have a serious leg up on their FSA counterparts. The IRS only lets you contribute $3,050 every year to your FSA, while you're allowed to put in up to $3,850 in 2023, increasing to $4,150 in 2024. That $800 difference goes a long way when you're talking about growing, tax-free savings. Over the course of 10 years, do you really want to be missing out on the growth potential of $8,000? Better yet, the cap increases to $5,150 once you hit the age of 55, meaning you can catch up with contributions should you have fallen behind at any point during your earlier years. If that wasn't enough, HSAs allow for family coverage, increasing the contribution limit to a very attractive $7,750 for 2023. If you have kids or plan to soon, the HSA is definitely the account for you. One last thing, you have until tax day, so April 15th, 2024, to reach the contribution limit of your HSA for the 2023 tax year. There's still plenty of time left this year to get started. Reason 5: accessibility beyond immediate health needs. Now, let's unravel the unique dimension that sets HSAs apart: their accessibility beyond immediate health needs, a distinctive advantage that eclipses the more limited capabilities of FSAs. HSAs empower you with a large financial toolkit, extending your healthcare dollars beyond the constraints of day-to-day medical expenses. Very quickly, let's get something out of the way. If you're hoping to take money out of your HSA to pay for things like your weekly trip to the spa or your yoga classes, you'll be disappointed. HSA withdrawals are only allowed for qualified medical expenses, so things like medical treatment, surgery, and more heavy-duty things. But there is a workaround. Let's say you're suffering from anxiety. Your doctor might recommend you take specific supplements like magnesium tablets or do some yoga, whatever you need. In that case, you can take a photo of the prescription for the IRS and then use your HSA money to sign up for the gym or a class, since it counts as a qualified medical expense. The IRS will raise their eyebrows and might come knocking, but if you have proof the doctor prescribed it to you as treatment, their hands are tied. Check out this page written by HSA Bank. It lays out every single single medical item or procedure that counts as a qualified medical expense for an HSA withdrawal. You'll be shocked by what you see, I guarantee. Even things like laser eye surgery and orthodontics are covered. HSAs are not merely reactive, they're proactive financial allies. Beyond covering routine medical costs, HSAs offer flexibility in addressing a broader spectrum of health-related needs. Need dental work, eye care, even alternative therapies? Your HSA funds are at your disposal, providing a financial cushion for a range of qualified medical expenses that FSAs may not fully accommodate. This versatility in spending aligns with life's unpredictable nature. While FSAs may confine you to certain expenses, HSAs grant you the freedom to use your funds for a variety of health-related purposes. Whether it's a sudden dental emergency or investing in preventive care, HSAs are your go-to money pot. HSAs really do outshine FSAs in nearly every capacity, especially for those of us jumping around the world who need all the flexibility, growth, and passive income we can get our hands on. I highly recommend you snub the FSA for now and focus on building up your healthcare plan, just in case. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.